here in upstate New York, Zone 6B. And, we're going to have a storm today. Another storm coming. And like I've been saying all the time, we've been having a lot of storms. Okay. And we're going to have one. They even talking about possibility of some hail. So I just hope that we don't get that. Upstate New York, I hope we don't get it. That hail. We could use the rain, but it says rain and high winds. And that's what we've been having. Okay, so I just get out here and do the best I can. Okay, here's my apple tree. If you notice and you've been following me, I took all the apples off. Something was up there getting those apples. I started counting them because I looked at it and I said, my apple tree, I think it's looking a little light. Because, it was loaded. And then I started counting them and then I said, something getting it. So I brought those organza bags. I already had them on hand. I put them out there and put it on there. The next morning I got up, the organza bag was on the ground and apple was gone. So I took them all off because I said, rather than let something get them, not all this work out here in this hot weather, because I usually like to pace myself, but I couldn't pace myself because of all the weather. So you just had to get out here when you could get out here. So it kind of forced me to have to work at a pace that was uncomfortable and in conditions that were uncomfortable. And I still have those wasps. And I'm not showing myself on here, y'all, because I have the netting on. Let me see. I was going to see, could I flip this camera? You guys, consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. I do a lot of teaching. Okay. See, you can't really see me anyway because I'm all covered up with this netting to protect myself, okay? So that's why I haven't been showing myself on here. I can't come out here and look cute and pretty like some people and all that because out here it's a jungle and it's a war zone. And I might be laughing, but this ain't funny. It's a war zone. Bugs. There's another guy I watch, and he's up in Massachusetts, and I heard him saying he has a terrible fly problem. And, he's up around this part of the country, and what's happening, and he said the same thing, and as I was listening to him, I was like, thank you, because he said with things warming up, these things are dying, and other things are happening that we're not used to. Okay, so we got a lot of insects and stuff that be dead or, whatever, not having a big problem of infestation. Now, I'm not having such a big problem on my plants. I'm not talking about my plants. So if you having a problem for people problem, let me know in the comments. That's what I'm talking about, a people problem. They coming after you. A lot of ants. I got 3 or 4 different kinds of ants out here. I'm just kind of showing you. See the hibiscus over there. I do get that for tea. I get that for my hibiscus tea. So I'm trying to get out here and get this tour in. And before that storm moves in. They said, look up in the sky. They don't really know anything too much. They can't kind of pin stuff down. These here, Alicia Craig onions that I just put in here. Here's some more onions I put in here. I think that's the same thing. Let me see. No, that's the Spanish onion. These were from seed things that I grew. Just now getting a chance to put them in. And this is Alicia Craig onions there. And even if I don't get no big bulbs, I'll get some onions. I'll get something. Here's some more. Let me see what kind this is. This is, yeah, Alicia Craig. These here I have not planted yet. I have just taken and put over this container some cow manure with bone meal. And then I just dumped a little cow manure and bone meal in here. And this here is some bunching onions. And I'm going to get them all planted in there. Okay. I got some things out here to harvest, but I'm going to wait till after this rain. I got peppers. This is fish peppers here. I'm trying to see if I see any on this plant. I don't see any necessarily on this plant, but there's a lot of flowers. But there's probably some in there I'm not seeing. And then my bunch of onions in there. This is mint. I just took all these containers here and put the cow manure in all of them so that they can be planted. Over here, this is some Lancelot leeks that I grew from seed. They suffering a little bit, but they ain't dead. And I'm going to plant them too. And then over here, this is something else that I grew. And these are in my original containers that I planted this stuff in. Never up potted. So if you know what I talk about, my 2-layer system. Let's see, this is Walla Walla. Yeah, this is Walla Walla. I got 2 different things. Walla Walla on this side, and then on this side, global onions on this side. No, wait a minute, because I had to replant that. That's Alicia Craig. Because the global, they didn't do anything. I planted them a couple of times. They never come up. So 2 or 3. So anyway, I'm going to plant those. And I had wanted to put some other stuff in these containers, but I'm planting my onions because I do use a lot of onions. And I want to make onion powder, so I'm planting them. Over here is my sweet potatoes. These my Georgia Jets. They're coming all down, all up in there. And this is a tub here, and then that's a big tub over there. I don't see any flowers on them yet. Over here, I planted all Georgia Jets in here also. But some of them Georgia Jets in this container didn't make it. I think it was mostly all of them in here died. And then I had some slips of my own that were Beauregard. I put them in there. So it's going to be interesting to see that they catch up because they were put in there late and they were very small slips. So over here, I'm going to put some cow manure on the top. I stopped because it started raining. It's been raining out here a little bit, but just enough to run you in and then stop. So then I come back out. So I'm going to put some in this container over here and then put some in here. Over here I have some, let's see what this is. Giant macaroni peppers. I got peppers. I got plenty of peppers. Can you see all these peppers in here? There's plenty of peppers on here. And plenty of buds. Plenty of buds here. So that's doing good. I'm going to put the cow manure on this one. Cow manure on that one. And over here, this is lemon balm that came back from last year. So that's that. This is some oregano that came back from last year. Keep trying to flower, but I cut it back once. I'm gonna cut it back again. All right. This is mint. I've been harvesting out here, y'all. So this ain't just like this is all I got. I've been continuously harvesting. I just have not had time to show you because I've been out here battling all the things that I have to battle. This is the fish peppers, but this one has peppers. See those peppers there? Peppers down in, I don't know if you can see in there, but it's full of peppers. So that's good. And then this fish pepper here has got peppers also. This is my first time growing them. I'll see if I like them. I love peppers, so if they're good, I'll keep growing them. Over here, these are I think these are all my slips. They were small that I put in here. And it's growing all down there. So we're going to see how that did. That was a Beauregard. Okay, these are my bunching onions. I'm going to be making a harvest soon because I'm going to be dehydrating, making onion powder. So you see I got 1, 2, 3 containers there. Okay. I just put this tomato plant in here for my seedlings. It got a couple of tomatoes on it. And I'm sure hoping it makes it. It is a chocolate, let me see it, chocolate cherry for my seedlings. But what happened was I planted a whole bunch of chocolate tomatoes that I got growing. I'll show them to you later. And I thought that was these chocolate cherries because those were the main ones I wanted. The ones I ended up planting was the chocolate pear, what I had got free. And I didn't want to put many of them. But when I was planting this stuff, I was rushing and I made a mistake. And some of the ones that I put on the compost were some of the ones I wanted. So when you rushing, you can mess up. This here is more bunching onions, more bunching onions. I constantly come out here and get them and see how they be bulbing up and, you know, they bulbing. You know, some of them. And I come out here and when I see the big ones, like when I'm coming out here to harvest one, now that big one right there, that would be one I would get. This is the apple tree that I'm going to put in this fall. Put it in the ground. I thought it was dead, but I'm thankful that it's not. And this is my sweet potato on the other side. Look how it's growing all down here. I'm trying to get out of the shadow. I can't tell. The sun is blinding me. The sun haven't been out all morning, but it's out now. So, the sweet potato all over there. In here, I planted, I got to make a label. These are white potatoes. German butterball. And I don't know if you can see the little things that I put in. There's another one right there. German butterball. So we're gonna see what happens with that. This here is the red Marconi. Yeah, red Marconi again. I've been harvesting, like I said, peppers. See this pepper here? See that one? See this one here? This one here big. Ooh, that's a nice one. I don't know. Y'all can't see it. My big hand in the way. There it is. Okay. All right. So now let's look at this here. Lemon balm. Usually this lemon balm be loaded with flowers. And it be loaded with bees on it. But we've been having a lot of heat, unusual temperatures for here. You know, just 90, 90, 90 something, you know, all every day. And then high humidity every day. So, you know, I just been doing the best I can. This is the 3 sisters right here. And I'm glad to see that my beans, they're getting flowers. See how they starting to flower all up in here now. So I'm happy about that. I don't know if I'm going to get any corn or not, but you don't know until you try. You know, the weather was not very cooperative. Sometimes I just couldn't get out here. So I'm out here today. It cooled off, but then, see, this is what happens. It cools off, but then you got the storm. So when you want to do stuff, it's challenges. But this is what we living with from now on. This is what we living with from now on, y'all. So get used to it. You hear me talking about it. I'm talking about it. So people, we need to talk about what's happening with us. Share information with one another. Okay? We need to know. You can't trust the media. You can't trust the TV to tell you the right thing. See this? That's squash. Look at that bee up in there pollinating. You see him? Oh, it's 2 in there. Let me see if I can get a little closer. Yeah. So I got 1 squash there. I got, let's see. There's more little ones. There's one. Let's get this one. There's another one. There's some little ones that's, not big enough for me to show you yet. But I'm trying to do the best I can with whatever I get, I'm gonna be thankful for. Okay. Now, let me walk around here. On this side. See, like this one here. Now there's the squash. Now that squash, I'm gonna have to do something like support that or something, because that's gonna be a big squash, and this ain't gonna hold that. I usually let these run on the ground, and usually the big ones will go on the ground. But that's the first time I done seen a big one up. I shouldn't say a big one. I just said it's squashed up. Most of it runs on the ground. There's another one. I have to figure out how to support that one. They kind of wilted looking. This is not, what do you call it? The squash bug or vine boy. That's not that. I have not watered because the storm is coming. And I didn't want to water. And I was going to come out here and water. And I said, no, if they're going to get flooded. Okay, I planted peppers. It's late for peppers. Planted them anyway. This was seedlings of mine that I just got a chance to come out here and plant. And I got these red cups in there because that's letting me know what I've got in here, because I haven't had a chance to make the label yet. Okay, so I got peppers in there. And I'll put some supports in there for them when they grow up. And we're just going to see what happens. You don't know what's going to happen with the weather anymore. So you just got to take your chance and do stuff. All right. Let me know what's going on with you. I just put these in here, and they looking like this because they have not been watered. I didn't come out yesterday. It was 90, 91 high humidity. I didn't come out. And so this stuff had just been put in. It didn't get no water. So it's not going to die, but it'll get a good rain today. So, and yesterday, we didn't even know about this storm until late evening. That's what I'm saying about these weather people. When they give you the forecast in so many days ahead, they don't mention this stuff. And then all of a sudden, you be thinking, oh, I can go out and do all this stuff in the garden today. And then guess what? You can't. Okay, more peppers. There, here. See all the, got flowers. Can you see those flowers on there? Flowers on it. So I believe that I'm going to get some peppers off of that. Over here, German butterball. Potatoes. See these? Here, there. German butterball. All right. All right, let's go over here. Down Okra Row. Let's go down Okra Row. Okay. I come out here. I got a big old bowl of okra in the refrigerator. I'm getting ready to go in there today while it's storming and start getting it ready to freeze. See that bee in there pollinating? Yeah. He done went around the back now. Yeah, the Japanese beetle did some damage on it, but they didn't stop it. They did not stop it. And here's one here. See that one? Can you see it? Yeah. That big one. Gotta harvest that today. So I've been coming out here every day that I can. If like I didn't come out yesterday, so the day before I harvested it, I made sure if there was anything that looked like it might get real big by the next day, I just went ahead on and took it. They're looking dry because they haven't been watered. Yeah, okra. This is a funny looking okra. It's been curled all over. I'm going to get that off today too. So I come out here every day and get them. So you're not coming out here and seeing a whole bunch of okra on here, because no, I'm constantly harvesting. See? Okra. Okra. Those are the ones that I'm going to get today. This one I didn't get last time because I couldn't see it. It started getting dark on me and I couldn't see that one. But I'm going to get that one. I'm probably going to get that one too. This tomato here is San Marzano. And it's got a ripe one in there. It's been very hot, so I do have tomatoes. Some of them not all that big yet. And still got some blossoms. So I'm thankful because all these days that we've been had 90, 90, 90 something, 90s or close to 90 or feeling like 90 and beating down sun, because that's the other thing. It cannot be, this is a volunteer. I just left it down here. I don't know what it is. I know it's a melon. I'm believing watermelon because a watermelon was in this pot right here last year. So I'm believing this is watermelon. So I've been fertilizing it. See that flowers? And here, flower. So I'm thankful for that. Up here, this is crimson sweet, planted late. So we'll see what happens. I just fertilized today, put some fertilizer because I know it's going to storm. So I'm putting fertilizer on stuff. I'm just knocking this down, y'all. Some of the fertilizer laying on the leaf. But this here is the eggplant. Let me get down here a little bit so y'all can see this eggplant here. 100-gallon grow bag with the eggplant. And just take a look at the flowers. Do you see all the flowers on here? Man, if all these things get eggplant, woo, I'm going to have a bumper crop. You hear me? Look at here. See all them flowers? And there's eggplant too. I'm just not trying to mess with this stuff in here too much because, you know, if I see something I can really show you good, I'll show you, but I don't want to damage my plants trying to show you. See that? There's eggplant in here. See in that center? I'm showing you all these flowers and any visible eggplant that I can show you without damaging. Ooh, look at here. This is a little cluster of them. Look at that. You see? Can you see it? My hand in the way. Cluster of them. And then next to it is a bigger one. Like here. Oh. Wow. Let me pull this one out. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Look at that. I pulled it out. Y'all, give me a minute here. I'm dripping sweat all over the phone. Can you see this? Oh, it's so pretty. Can you see that? Oh, it's pretty. Wow. And then look at the flower. Look at here. There's another one. And all these flowers. Ooh. And then look at here. There's another one. I mean, there's more in there that I'm showing you, but I'm not going to go in too deep. Okay, and I want to hurt my stuff. Oh, look at here. Woo. Yes. Yes, 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 baby. Love it. Okay, look at this one. See that? You see that? So as you can see, that is doing fantastic. Love it. So let's go over here. These are just the remainder of any little seedlings that I had left over that I didn't put, didn't plant. And believe it or not, these okras in these red cups that my sister uppotted, I've been harvesting off here because it's been growing okra. And they've been getting big. So I just harvest them and use them. This is stuff that I hope to plant, but we'll see. But I got places that I want to put is all my herbs. All my herbs down here and some flowers. That's basically what's there. and some celery. This one right here, it growing all tall because I didn't, pinch the top out, and I just didn't have time. There's the onion in here, but I was trying to show you this pepper. Oh yeah, this is just pepper. Let me see what that is, so you can see what kind of pepper this is. I'm trying to stick this back in here because it's important for me to know what this stuff is. This is so dry, I can't hardly get it in, plus it's packed. All these peppers on here. I don't know what you can see. The sun is in and out. But I hope you can see it, but it's loaded. I hope you can see it. A lot of them in here. Some nice sized one, clusters. Okay. Here, never planted this before, Purple Majesty sweet white potatoes. Well, they're not white, but purple potatoes. Just put them in. We'll see what that does. I've been cutting this borage back because, boy, it had grew all out and it was huge, a mess over here. So, and some of it was dying back like this one, making seeds. So then I'll cut that off when I come out here and prune stuff. This is my Texas star hibiscus. I didn't know whether it was going to make it in here till I planted in its permanent home. But here it is, doing very well. I'm trying to wait till the weather cool off. I don't want to try to plant it in the middle of all this heat we've been having. So move this borage off of that plant. I'm going to move that borage off of there. And this is the other Texas star hibiscus. And they're going to get planted in their permanent spot when it cools off. Fall. Okay? So, here I have a tomato. San Martino, I believe. Got tomatoes on there. Cluster up there. Some there. I got tomatoes here. Here. Look at that little round and cute. What is this one? Marzano Longo. San Marzano Longo. And a whole bunch of little clusters there. Okay, this was the little thing I tried. Putting the beans with the tripod bamboo. And then it got the eggplant in there. Just to see how that would do. The beans, as you can see, getting flowers. Can you see all these flowers? It's getting flowers. So, beans are doing well. These eggplant over here, never planted them before. This is the ping tong. I do have one here. See? I need to take that off. I'm going to be coming out here and harvesting after the storm. But I'm going to take that one off. But these here, they like a lot more water than I've been giving them. So I noticed that about them. That I would say that they need water. And I haven't watered them yet, but you can see they don't tolerate not getting enough water. So it just look a little wet, wilted, but not dying. But I think it would have more eggplant if I put more water on it. I think they like more water. This is the same kind of eggplant and the beans on there. This one here got flowers. That eggplant didn't have any more flowers that I saw. This one over here, it's getting an eggplant. And the beans all growing on the trellis here, on this calipanel trellis. They all growing up out of these pots onto here. And if I see any leaves like this, let me grab it. Sometimes I can just break them off with my hand. I'm going to take that leaf off I don't like the way it's looking. But I'll come out here. See, usually when I water, that's when I do this stuff. But by me not going to water today, that stuff is not going to get done today. So here's another eggplant. I got an eggplant over here. I'm trying to show you this one. It's a smaller one. I can't get that leaf out of the way. I don't know if you can see it in there. It's an eggplant. Over here, my hand is sweaty, slipping. It's hot and steamy. I think it's like, it's been high humidity, and it still is. And I got on sweatshirt. So, and the reason you would say, well, why would you have a sweatshirt on in this weather? You know why? Because of the bugs. So they can't sting me and bite me through. I've been spraying my clothes. Here's another one, but this is Black Beauty here. Let me see, can I get you to see that? This is Black Beauty. There. All right, so. See, these here, they all need more water on here. As I'm looking at them, I'm so tempted to water. But I'm going to leave them alone. This is Black Beauty down in there. I'm going to let God's water get on them. And there's another Black Beauty down in there. Normally, my eggplant, see how you seeing one eggplant on there and not a lot of flowers on these here? Normally, my eggplant would be like them ones that you see over there in the 100-gallon grow bed, just loaded with flowers and eggplant on it. But like I say, I will take whatever I can get. Here's another one in here. Pretty, I think this is the biggest one over here, the Black Beauty. But I need to take all these eggplants off here so I can get some more flowers. Okay? And then, let me see if I can get this to show y'all the cattle panel with all the beans on it. I hope you can see that good. I'm going to go around here to my two trees. This is this tree here. What is this tree? Oh yeah, pear, Orient pear. My pears, they got some kind of something, disease. Oh my God. I see what's wrong now. Oh, God, do y'all see that? Look down in there. I think those are yellow jackets. They're not bees. Those are yellow jackets. They're down in there. Oh, I got to take care of that. I'm going to tip this paper off of here. And I got to be ready because they're going to come for me. Yeah, I hope you can see. Kind of go as close as I can. They all up in there. No wonder my tree's turning colors. Wow. They down in there. I made a home. So, got to deal with that. I'm going to deal with that. I hate to have to shoot some stuff up in there, y'all. I don't know what else to do because if I don't shoot some stuff up in there, and that's a fruit tree that's edible, which I wouldn't want to put that stuff in there. I don't know what else to do because they're going to come for me. See what they was doing up in here? This is my pear tree that I showed you. See how big that is? See them down there? I done sprayed them. I use Raid in the green can. So some of that stuff don't work. I hated to spray that on my tree, but I didn't have a choice. They were going to do damage. And not only that, they doing damage, trying to do damage to me. Okay, so here it is. Right down in there. The whole thing is big. I cut that and I got to cut that out of there. Get my scissors. Because I'm going to cut this out of here. Take that out. And I'm going to knock this off. throw it to the side over here. There it is. Cut it up. I don't want them to try to put that back over there. I don't know if they can do that, but I don't want that back over there. This tree over here, I think what happened to it, I put some of my weed fertilizer on it, and I think it wasn't diluted. That's what I'm thinking happened. One time I had that happen to a tree before when I didn't dilute it. Because sometimes, seem like for the fruit trees particularly, they like it diluted. And I didn't dilute it because I didn't think it was that strong. These are getting flowers on here. See the flowers? So I'm gonna have beans soon. I seen some little baby beans. So over here, this is the cattle panel pot garden. Let's stand back. Let's stand back. I can look in there from this side. And it's a lot of weeds down there because it's been raining a lot. As soon as you try to get out here to cut the grass or weed whack, you can't do it, or you're behind because you got all this other stuff to do that you couldn't do. So I think I'm doing pretty good considering. We got beans coming. Little bean. You can see that little bean? Put my finger behind. The wind is blowing. I'm trying to put the finger behind it. See that bean? There's beans on here. This here I've planted twice and it's been attacked. The first okra got attacked. I took that one out. Put one of my little seedlings in there again. This one being attacked, but I'm gonna leave that one in there and see what it do. This one here, it got okra right here. There's the okra, and I've been harvesting off of it. You can see all the cuts. That's where I've been harvesting. And then up here, there's okra. They all need water bad. Ooh, felt like something bit my foot. Oh my God. I told y'all it's a war zone out here. I'm not just saying that. Look at that. Oh, look at these. Can you see them? Let me get up higher. Yeah, beans. Yep, I'll be out here harvesting soon. Beans. Here's another okra ready to harvest. Right there. And there's okra there. And one of the things that's been happening is my beans been getting on my plants. And see, normally what I do is I come out here every day and train this stuff and don't let it get on a plant and train it. But like I told you, not being able to get out here, stuff has happened. Stuff couldn't happen, so other stuff happened. So I just take that off and stick it over there. And I need to pull some of these leaves off of here for some air circulation in any leaves that don't look good. But I'm just going to go ahead and try to keep going on this video. Do that later, before the storm hit. Okay. And okra. Okra. Now this here on the end, it's got peppers in here and some beans. I dropped the phone. Sorry, my hand. I'm sweating. Pepper. The dirt is so dry. And the way it's looking so dry, you would think I haven't been taking care of this stuff, but I've been taking care of this stuff. Just, I couldn't get out here yesterday, but it needed watering. Okay, this is my Dollar Tree little containers. Now, look at my lettuce. I'll be getting all this. I'm going to take it all out. I'm going to take everything, use it all. Everything in here going to be cleared out and replanted. including these onions. See how big this one is down here? See, they split and they make more, this particular kind of onion. And this is what it's called. I like them. So there they go. We're getting around here to the front of the cow panel pot garden. And I'm just showing you the side with all the beans and okra over there. Okay, so that's what's in there. I harvested down here. Any place you see, I harvested out of it. That had, let me go over here. That had radishes in it. I harvested some out of there. And look at all my lettuce. I'm going to get all this out. That's a mini kind of romaine lettuce that I found some seeds. I put the label in there, but I can't get it out right now. See how these are doing all good over here? See? That's the same kind of onions. If I could find the label of this, maybe what I'll do when I do the video editing, I'll find that and show y'all what it is. If I can find it, packet and not throw it away. Over here, got some peppers. Let's see what they are. Yeah, poblanos. These are poblanos. And then leeks. These are leeks. Here, here. And then the beans going up over the arch. Okay, let's take a look at that. They're going up over the arch. Okay. These here tomatoes, I've gotten some out of here and been harvesting. This one getting a little blush on it. But it's a lot of tomatoes in here. And flowers up there. Yep. And these nasturtiums, I just cut them back. They were hanging all down. So I cut them back and took out some of the dead stuff. These yellow ones, I don't know about planting them again, at least in this spot. Because I like this spot to have deep color. And by this being pale, it almost makes it look like dead leaves to me. So I don't like that. So I would still plant them. I like them. They're very vigorous growers. But I won't put them here. Because right here, I like to have this kind of color. You know. So anyway, stuff is not as full as it usually is. But it's growing. Okay. And as it cools off, we got cool weather going to be coming in. Look at all the tomatoes on here. Man, this one got a lot of tomatoes. I got some good harvesting off of here too. And there's some good ones over here. I think this one here, yeah, this one here is mortgage lifter. And only one of them really big right now. But they're not ready yet either. And I just fertilized them. Because believe it or not, every time I was fertilizing with my weed fertilizer or my cow manure, I never made it over here. I always had to go in. So I just got a chance to put it down over here. So now I know that's going to make a big difference. That's going to make a big difference. As long as I can keep watering and get these leaves off of here that need to be gotten off. Now these here, the cherry ones that I told you that I made the mistake and planted and thought it was those other ones. And these here, they all right. I won't plant them again. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is the toughest skin I ever seen in my life. Tough as I don't know what. What do you do with a tomato that skin is so tough like this? Tell me. I don't know. I eat them, but man, you gotta chew. Oh, they call chocolate pear. Oh, I'll never get them again. Chocolate pear tomato. These are absolutely no, 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 ever. Over here, Cherokee purple tomato, and glad for anything I can get. Been harvesting off of there though. Got a nice one inside. See, I put in chocolate cherry here. I mean chocolate pear here, chocolate pear here. And I think I got it somewhere else. Let's see. No, I think that's the only two. But I thought there was the chocolate cherry, which I knew was the one I wanted. This was a free seed I got from a place. I hate that I messed up on that. These are flowering. I'm going to take them out because I'm going to put some of my herbs that I showed y'all, my herbs I want to grow. I'm taking these out and putting them in there. I got a pepper here. We're going to see what that does. And a pepper over there. And I got a pepper and a pepper. So we'll see. This here is, I think you call it thornbirds tomato. Let's see. Thornburns tomato. I like this tomato. I noticed that those tomato seeds were very expensive. Look at all these beans, y'all. Look. Look at my beans. Look at the cost of the beans. All these beans in here. So I got some harvesting to do. Okay. But I really want to let these tomatoes go ahead and do what they're going to do. And if they get a little blush on them, because I've been thinking about just ripping all this out. And this can be where I can plant some fall stuff. This here is a Cherokee purple. Oh, that's so pretty. What a pretty tomato. Wow. All the way that's shaped around there. Oh, gorgeous. Okay. This one over here. It's got 2 peppers in here. Like I said, they didn't get fertilized like they should have. This is Pantanamo Romanesco. This one here. I harvested off of that too. I like that tomato. It's a good dual purpose tomato in my opinion. You can use it for canning, and you can also use that one for fresh eating. Over here, leeks. I got 3 leeks in there, and then this tomato bush. What is this one? This is the Pantano Romanesco also. Yep. And then over here, I just noticed this today. All these turned all at one time. Cherokee purple. They was all green, and then all of a sudden, boom. I missed the day and came out here, and I was like, whoa. Yeah. Look at that. I like that. And I have a pepper here, and it's got a pepper. And it's got some more coming. That's probably a plant I'll leave. There's some basil here and some leeks. Some of these leeks, they didn't get very big. So I'm going to leave them in there because you can overwinter leeks too. And this is a pepper here. It's got a pepper on it. And then I showed you this tomato bush, I think. And some beans up here. Take this leaf off. I don't have my pruners with me. I don't want all that on there. Get that out. That I'm trying to get off, but I can't get it off because stiff. The stem is so too much. This is sweet potatoes. Throw this out of here. Sweet potatoes. Get this up here. These are my slips. They dying back too. I don't see no flowers though. I hope it It got something. I don't see no flowers, but look like it's dying back a little bit to me. Um, but we'll see. Um, over here leeks, and then this. Trying to see what tomato this is. I don't even see the label for this one. Huh? Where's the label? Oh, it looks like I don't have a label. Just judging from looking at it, I would say Cherokee purple. But it's sort of got a little stripe on it. I don't know. I don't know. Sweet potato here, my slips, beans all over the place. Beans, beans, beans. Love it. Yep, so most of these tomato plants will be taken out. Um, just waiting a little bit, hoping they get a little blush on them. Clean these pots out so that I can put something else in here. Okay. Leeks in there. Pepper here. Look at these. Gorgeous. Oh, I love tomatoes, y'all, but some of them are so pretty. That's a California wonder, but here's another one that doesn't have a label. What in the world? I know I put it in here. Something happened to it. Because I would like to know what this is. But I think I know what tomato that is. That's the one I just grown this year. Here it is over here, and it's called Purple Russian. I got this long time ago from Baker Creek for free. Never planted it. Old seeds, and man, it's kind of a weedy looking bush. But man, I got some beautiful tomatoes. About 6 or 7 in the house now. Let me move this out of the way. Of this. And they grow in these clusters, but they big. You know, to be in a cluster. So I like them. I'm gonna be growing them again. I gotta save some seeds. And that's what this one is over here, because they look exactly like it. They pretty. They get ripe, and then they have this pretty, I don't know what you call this. I'm gonna say collar because I don't know what you call it. But right around here, that green, but that's how they look, and they're gorgeous. Okay, there go my strawberries down there, y'all. And a whole bunch of weeds, because I have not weed whacked in here. See all the flowers? Try to zoom in, show y'all. Some people's strawberries don't keep going. Mine keep going. They loaded with flowers. Amidst all these weeds, I do pull the weeds, but they continue to grow. Now this one here, I have to keep pulling it out because my neighbor has put in a hibiscus and it's trying to grow over here in my stuff. So whenever I see that one, I pull it out right away because those roots get in there and then it's hard to get them out if you let that get established. So this is a tree. Anything like that that I see, definitely got to get them. So see the berries amidst the weeds, and this rain is going to help all that. And once I get through fertilizing everything else, I will come in here and put some cow manure on these. See? Let me see if I can pull that out for you. So this is the cow pound of pot garden. It's my asparagus. I got to get these beans off of it. I'll just cut them. Just cut them off. Over here I have strawberries in the pot. And I've been harvesting out of here. And I did fertilize it recently. Over here, I got a tomato bush. The beans decided they wanted to grow up on the thing for the tomatoes. So I said, that's okay. Long as y'all ain't strangling the bush. A lot of beans. Not quite ready yet, but they will be. Over here, flowers, zinnia. And let's go over and look at one more area. Okay, I'm sitting in here with this little area over here with my 3 sisters, the new ones. That's how big they done got so far, and the beans. Okay. I know I may not get any corn off of that, but that's all right. If I get some, I'll be happy, but if I don't, it's okay too. Planted stuff late, and I'll just be happy with whatever I can get. So let me stand up and just walk around this a little bit. I was sitting down taking a little break. But here we go. In here, that's my Delicata squash. I want some of that. And then you see my beans, they're growing up. Remember when I added these 2 stakes, that one and that one, to this, so they'd have something to grow up on? They already getting on to it. So that's good. The corn is down in there, but it's small. So there it is. Over here, I have the beans. Oh, and they're going all the way up. This was the taller one, and it's still not tall enough, as you can see, because these beans like to run. And then we got the corn in there. This corn is much bigger than over there, and they were all planted on the same day. And everything in here, if you notice, see how this one is the size of that? And then the size of this, so much bigger. And then the size of that, so much bigger than that. But what I think is happening, I think my neighbor's stuff over here is shading this. I think that's what's happening. That's all I can think of, that stuff is shading it. Something's shading it, I think. Over here, in here, I have yellow squash. I'm trying to see, can I see any of that yet? See, the leaves still got fertilizer that I put in there. And there's corn down in there. And there's some yellow squash in there. I want to see it for myself to make sure it's still there. Yeah, I see it. I see the leaves, but you ain't going to be able to see it. But it's down there. But there's yellow squash in there. Over here, this one's the biggest of all of this here, Seminole squash, and beans. Here, I'm trying to see what that is doing on that leaf, trying to get that leaf from around there. Okay. Corn, Seminole squash, and the beans, which are doing fantastic. Let's wrap these around here. Wrap that around. There you go. Seminole, corn. See how tall the corn is? The corn is the tallest in this one than all of them. Or maybe it just looks like that because of that trellis being bigger over there. But I know these 2 on the end are definitely bigger than that other one. This over here is cantaloupe. It's got the fungus, so I don't know if it's the fungus or the mosaic virus. Not sure. I think it's the fungus because of all the conditions have been right for it. So I've been taking the leaves off, but like I said, I didn't get out here yesterday. So I'll get those bad leaves off of there. And I just put that nasturtium in there. I just put it in. So it'll grow pretty. Okay, then over here in the middle, look at this. This is my 100-gallon grow bed, and I hope you can see. First of all, let's stand back off of it. Just get a look at it like that. And then I put the marigolds around the bottom like that. But look, I want you to see all these all these flowers and peppers. I'm not going to mess around in there too much. I'm just going to try to go up as close as I can to show you, because there are peppers in here. If I see one that looks big enough, I'll show you something that I can mess with. I don't want to knock off flowers and stuff. You understand? So can you see them peppers there? Okay, I hope you can. Can you see this pepper here? I hope you can. Here's a big one here. But this thing is loaded, 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 loaded with blossoms. Blossoms, 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 blossoms all over the place. And peppers in here. They down in there. I'm not going to go down in there, knock my flowers and blossoms off to show you. But I'm telling you, it is loaded. Loaded, loaded, loaded. Look at this. Here's one that's kind of open. You can see down in there a little bit, all the peppers on that. And then the other ones, wow. Yeah. So I got to make sure I keep these fed so they can go ahead and get some size and do what they need to do. See? I don't use no organic synthetic. I don't use synthetic. I use organic. See? Look at all that. Because that synthetic fertilizer, from research that I've seen, you got to dig deep to find it. Some studies have linked it to cancer. We can do everything right, because you can do everything right and still get something young. I remember one time a lady told me that while I was taking care of her, because I'm an RN. And she was crying, and she said she did everything right all her life. And now she got cancer. So I don't know how I got on that grim thing, but I'm going to stop right here at my eggplant. I'm going to stop right here on this baby. Ooh, yeah. Thank you so much for watching this video. All my subscribers, I love you guys, and thank you for subscribing, watching my videos, commenting, going on this gardening journey with me. I appreciate you so much. All you new people, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hang in there. You're going to learn from watching me. Look at that. So, that's it for now. See you next time. Bye-bye.